Hi, welcome back to my channel. This lighting could potentially be the worst thing ever. I'm in a new home and I am figuring out what spaces I have to work with for filming. I'm just really excited to be here and sitting in front of the camera again because I felt so not creative lately, and it finally feels good to just be back in the swing of things. I have my windows open because it's the most beautiful day. Probably should have made a better choice because I can hear a siren going around and around. Welcome to New York. Okay, so today we're going to talk about skincare myths, specifically all about protecting your skin from not only premature aging, but also cancer, because I feel like skin cancer is taken so lightly because luckily it's something that we can see. Like if you have, for the most part, a blemish on your skin that looks irregular, you go to the doctor and you get it removed and it gets biopsied. So a lot of times people are lucky enough to catch things earlier than, say, if there's something going on in your body that there's no outward signs of that gets really bad really fast. However, there are so many people that don't catch it soon enough, and so many people that even if they do catch it, it's too late, and once it gets into your skin just the slightest bit deeper, it's lethal. Like, it will kill you like that. And not to be so morbid here on the beauty channel, but I just feel like it's taken so lightly and it freaks me out. So I'm just trying to spread awareness, I guess. A myth that is so often thought to be true is that tanning boots are okay as long as they do not contain UVB rays. So first, let's break down the rays. There's UVA rays, UVB rays, and UVC rays. UVA rays are aging rays. UVB rays are burning rays, and UVC rays, they are absorbed up there and don't usually reach the ground. Basically, to answer this, yeah, right. Like UVB rays give you a sunburn. So yes, it's great if you're going into a tanning booth. Obviously, you don't want a sunburn. A sunburn isn't necessarily what gives you cancer. UVA rays actually penetrate deeper into the skin and can obviously cause premature aging and skin cancer. So stay away from tanning booths. It's that simple. Myth number 2, the higher SPF, the better the protection. SPF, sun protection factor, usually is referring to the protection from UVB rays. When you're shopping for your SPF, you should always look for broad spectrum sun protection because that is protecting against UVA rays as well as UVB rays. Ingredients to look for: Mexoryl, titanium dioxide, and oxybenzone. Those are all ingredients that help to protect against UVA as well as UVB rays. Another myth, I literally hear my friends say this all the time.
There's no need for sunscreen on a cloudy day.
Wrong, 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 wrong. Could not be more wrong. Yes, the sun is protected in a way by the clouds. However, based on the density of the clouds, how they're lying in the atmosphere, and how the sun rays are penetrating through them, the UVA rays can actually be increased, especially if they're reflecting off the edge of a cloud. They can really be increased, and that is why we still can get a sunburn on a cloudy day. It doesn't necessarily mean that just because you can't see the sun, it's not getting to your precious, beautiful skin. Another myth, a burn is more damaging than a tan. We often hear the phrase, a healthy glow, and I'm here to tell you that there's no such thing as a healthy glow. A suntan can be just as damaging to your skin as a burn. Changing the pigment in your skin to anything other than what you were born with, that is toxic, and they both adversely affect the DNA of your skin cells, and so that again puts you at higher risk for skin cancer and premature aging. I don't know how many times I'm gonna say that in this video, but let's just get over that and say it because it's the truth. I am not perfect. Sometimes I'm out walking around living my life with no protection from the sun. But sometimes I just sit and I think about it and I'm like, this is such a stupid choice. Another myth, getting a base tan prevents subsequent sun exposure. My friends say this all the time, like,
oh, I just wanted to get my face burned, and it'll turn into a tan tomorrow.
I am also guilty. I've been there. I've done that. But now I'm trying to be more educated and make smarter choices because skin cancer is real. Sun damage is cumulative. It's not just from getting a couple of sunburns in your life. The more you accrue, the greater your risk is for skin cancer. Simple. So that's really it. I just wanted to go over 5 myths that I hear all the time, that I read about all the time, that I learned about in school, just things that should be in a conversation when summer is coming and we're all gonna be at the beach and by the pool outside way more than in the winter, which is also another time that you should still be wearing SPF. SPF no matter what the season, but definitely in the summer. The sun is strongest between the hours of 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Obviously, that doesn't mean you have to stay out of the sun then, but that is just when it's strongest. That is when you really should make sure that your SPF is on. You are on it. You are reapplying they say every 2 hours, but you know, as much as you possibly can, just to prevent getting sick, and also hyperpigmentation and sunspots and all of these other complications and annoying things that can happen from too much sun exposure. In the description box, I'm going to list some favorite SPFs that aren't too greasy. I have a weird phobia of lotions, and when my hands feel oily after, I absolutely hate it. So I'm going to leave some suggestions for SPFs for your face and for your body in the description bar below, as well as sunless tanning options. So there are definitely ways to achieve a tan without the sun. So if you're in the market for doing that and want to be with me and take a stand with sun protection, check the bottom bar below. Also, I'm now on Snapchat at GRL Girl Meets Beauty. Follow me on Instagram at Girl Meets Beauty, on Twitter at Girl Meets Beauty, www.girlmeetsbeauty.com, facebook.com/Girl Meets Beauty, all with GRL. I will list it below. If you have any other ideas for videos that you would like to see, please leave them in the comment section below. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I really, really, really appreciate it. Okay, I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Where's my cat though?
Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, I say it's all